This is my 1962 Vauxhall Cresta estate, and as some of you know, when you bought one of these in the 1960s, Vauxhall didn't make them in their factory, but rather they took a saloon off the production line and sent it to Friary Motors at Basingstoke to do the estate conversion. Now, while I've got this one apart, I thought it might be interesting to show you under the skin a little bit, show you some of the saloon origins of this car. If you have a look inside first, in the front here, all fairly standard Vauxhall Cresta saloon, but as we come to the back, first thing we can see is the cross bracing, which normally sits in front of the fuel tank. We can see where that's been cut out by Friary Motors, and if we come further up, you can see where the original roof, as it goes around the rear windscreen, has been cut off. In order to replace some of that lost strength, if we have a look under the car, we can see this rather large piece of metal which is being added there to restore some of the structural integrity after all those pieces have been cut out. Moving to the back of the car, if we lean in, we can see a little bit more evidence where some of the structural parts of the saloon have simply been burnt away as they're no longer needed. And more evidence that this was originally saloon, you can actually see part of the original fuel filler under there. And if I come round a little bit further, you can see the top of the original rear wings and the boot channel, the boot seal channel there. You can also see the new hole for the filler pipe with one of the fuel tanks, which replaces the one which goes across the back. The other fuel tank will sit in this side, and they're connected by a pipe out of that hole there. And again on this side you can see a little bit more where the original wing of the car is and the boot seal channel. It's also quite clear for those that have lifted the boot on a Vauxhall Cresta saloon that the boot floor here is absolutely identical to the saloon. However, this isn't the estate car floor, because that sits on top of this little structure here and covers the fuel tanks and comes right the way over to sit on the back of the tailgate opening here. So the floor on the estate sits quite high up and it's still got a lot of storage underneath the floor space. So there you go, a little bit of a view of parts of a Cresta estate that you don't normally get to see. I hope you found that interesting.